Hey folks, Mark with Emde Custom Fly Rods here, and just follow along as I show you what I've got going on this week. So, this week we've got, I'm going to be turning the new handle. We've got acrylic and cork glued up, set and ready to go, which let me go ahead and pull up out of the clamp here, and I will we'll get moved on over to the lathe. So this whole unit, dowel and all, will get set into the lathe. Set this off to the side. Washers set with it. Also, we've got probably do this second coat. And I'm seeing a lot more requests for acrylic. Seems to be a very hot thing these days. And I just don't know if that's just because it's just not a very popular thing or something that you just don't see with off-the-shelf builders or other builders. I'm not sure, but got several comments and messages to me and PMs to me on through the Instagram and YouTube on it. So yeah, I like working with it. It's a fun material to go with because we've also got the reel seat to get done. Once again, this is the redwood that I picked up out of Northern California when I was out that way, and with a little bit of metallic flake mixed in with the acrylic. I think it'll be an interesting reel seat depending on how it all comes out. And as I stated, and kind of all this kind of came together. I was drinking a little bit of the Redwood Empire whiskey and their Lost Monarch, and I was just kind of like, So it just kind of, the inspiration kind of came to me that way, and I passed everything kind of by the owner of this rod, who just kind of said, hey, just kind of go with what I wanted to go with. And then being a whiskey drinker himself and a person who I turned on to the Redwood Empire and really likes it, he's like, go with it, run with it, and this is where we're headed. But so this is what we're doing. So as I said, we're gonna do a little bit more than the usual acrylic work on it. So, and circling back to what I was saying, was seemed to be a little bit more question on the acrylic work, and why I like it. It just seems like you can do about anything with it. Yes, if you go on back onto the Instagram and onto YouTube, I've put a streamer and I've put in flies into them. I usually put about pretty much anything into acrylic that you pretty much can, coins, Lucky Charms. I can put whatever you want into acrylic. If you and your college buddies were out there and that thing that happened that you're never supposed to talk about, but that one person in the group, which may be you, I'm not saying it is, but it may be you, and it really wasn't an accident because you're the one who may have caused it or didn't cause it, and you saved that little Lucky Charm memento from that night, and maybe you want that little memento placed in your fly rod, but that's not really talking about it, but you want to show off to the other guys in that group that you still think about it. Yes, we can probably put that into acrylic as well. I'm not here to judge. That's on you. So, that being said, let's get this and this on over to the lathe, and I'll show you what we got going. Okay, well, got a bit more polishing to do. Just got some few rough edges up here to do. Everything's dusty, but also have some rough edges on down there on the acrylic, but everything's set, ready to go for that, and that should go pretty gosh darn quick. And get that few spots to fill in, but other than that, this will look beautiful when it's done. And got a little bit of red in the cork as well, so I will call it there for this week's video. As always, if you have any questions, just message me, email me, yell at me, scream at me, but make sure you take yourself and your friends and family out fishing. It's good for the good mental stability, and see you out there on the water. Have a great day. Bye.